Guys, are you constantly dealing with urine dribble? No matter what you try, it's frustrating, right? You finish peeing, you shake, maybe even do a little leg jiggle just for good measure. After a few minutes, bam, you're left with a wet spot on your jeans, or if you're like me, you just soiled a brand new chair. It's embarrassing, it's annoying, and no matter what you do, it keeps happening. And let's not even talk about the nighttime bathroom trips. You finally get some rest and then boom, your bladder wakes you up. Again, 4, 5, maybe even 6 times a night. You barely get any real sleep, and by morning, you feel like a zombie. Trust me, I get it, and so did Stuart. But here's how Stuart completely turned things around, and how you can too. Stuart, a 60-year-old guy, came to me frustrated and exhausted. He was dealing with 3 major issues. Number 1, he had urine dribble. Every time he peed, no matter how much he shook, there was always one last surprise waiting for him in his pants. Number 2, he was waking up at least 4 times per night, meaning he was running on fumes during the day. And then finally, he was feeling like he wasn't fully emptying the bladder, leading to constant urges and anxiety about always having to look and find a bathroom. But in just 4 weeks, we changed everything. No more urine dribble, no more embarrassment, no more waking up 4 times a night. And he now had total confidence that he was fully emptying his bladder. So how did we do it? Well, we did it with a simple 5-step plan. Let me break it down for you. All right, step 1, before we made any changes, we needed to cover all of our bases. So I sent Stuart to go to his doctor for a full checkup, including blood work and a bladder scan, as I was only his men's health coach. Now here's what we found. Stuart's blood work came back all clear. His prostate was slightly enlarged, but his urologist wasn't too concerned. Now his bladder scan revealed that he was actually retaining a lot of urine, explaining why he never fully felt empty. Now with this information, we knew it was safe to try out lifestyle changes before considering other alternatives such as medications or procedures. Guys, this step is critical and one that you can't skip. Before you do anything, go and get checked out. Think of it like taking your car to a mechanic. How do you know what the problem is if you never pop the hood? All right, step number 2, caffeine and alcohol were sabotaging Stuart. He had a habit of drinking a coffee late into the afternoon, and he also enjoyed a beer with his dinner on most nights. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a coffee or a drink. Don't be ridiculous. But when your bladder is already struggling, these 2 are going to be your worst enemies. Caffeine, it acts as a diuretic, meaning it fills your bladder up faster, and it also weakens your pelvic floor's control to hold that bladder. Alcohol, it does the same thing, plus it irritates the bladder lining, making you feel like you need to go pee more often. Have you ever heard the term break the seal? That's where it comes from. So here's what we did. Number 1, we cut out coffee at 12 p.m. sharp. No more after that. I had Stuart switch from black tea to a decaffeinated herbal tea because black tea has caffeine too. Who knew? We removed alcohol during the week to give his bladder a real chance to recover. The results? They were huge. He went from waking up 4 times a night to only 2 to 3 times at most, just from this one change. But we're only just getting started. Step number 3. Stuart's only form of exercise was a leisurely 30-minute walk around the block with his wife. That's great, but it's not really cutting it. Too much sitting equals a lazy pelvic floor. Think about it. The muscles aren't being used. I've got a chair supporting my pelvic floor muscles. So over time, they weaken. So we made 2 key changes. We turned his 30-minute leisurely walk into a 45-minute brisk walk, having Stuart pump his arms to increase the intensity. We added in resistance training 3 times per week, and since he hated the gym, I created him a simple home dumbbell circuit that he can do in 25 minutes max. Now with these changes, Stuart noticed a massive improvement. Not only did he feel stronger, but he could also hold his bladder for a lot longer, and he wasn't constantly scouting for the nearest bathroom every time he'd leave the house. Now, before we get into the secret sauce, you've all probably seen the comments under my videos stating gentleman's agreement. Eric, what is the gentleman's agreement? I'm gonna tell you. This is our virtual handshake agreement where if you've watched more than one of my videos, you go and you click that subscribe button and you join our community. Now, once you click subscribe, I want you to comment the words gentleman's agreement in the comment section below so that I can personally welcome you to the greatest community on all of YouTube. Listen up, guys, here, get a little bit closer. There needs to be more of us talking about men's health issues. My only focus is to help guys like you get rock hard and stay leak-free. So enough with the embarrassment and everyone tiptoeing around these sensitive subjects. That's why I poured water on my crotch for over 330,000 of you at this point in time watching. Now I'm getting fired up. But anyways, please go on and honor the gentleman's agreement and make sure you stick around to the very end of the video where I'm going to share 3 key ways that you can get the most out of this amazing community and benefit to the highest level. But we need to finish Stuart's story. Let's get into step number 4. All right, now at this point, Stuart was doing much better. One final push to stop the leakage entirely. This is when I introduced Stuart to what's known as Kegel exercises, but not just any Kegel exercises. I gave Stuart my Kegel's exercise program for men, which he could print out or download straight to his phone, tablet, or computer, and he followed it every single day. First, we started with proper pelvic floor contractions to make sure he was engaging the right muscles. Here, try this right now while watching. Sitting here in a chair, hopefully your pants aren't wet like mine. I want you to close your eyes, sit up tall, and I want you to try to stop the flow of urine. You should feel your penis wiggle in your pants. Do it one more time. Close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, stop the flow of urine and let it go. If you felt that wiggle, that's your pelvic floor muscle contracting. These are the muscles that we need to strengthen up with my Kegel's exercise program. We eventually progressed Stuart into holding each Kegel's contraction for around 6 seconds, which trained his bladder holding muscles to last longer so he didn't end up looking like me every time he stood up. We added in pelvic floor stretches to prevent excess tension because too many Kegels can actually make things worse. Don't worry, my downloadable Kegel's exercise program includes all of these stretches as well. Now, by strengthening his pelvic floor and by keeping it balanced, Stuart's dribbling reduced dramatically and he gained more control over his bladder. And now if you want to follow this same system, I have put together a complete Kegel's exercise program for men, which you can print out, you can download to your devices, and you can follow it every single day, taking out all of the guesswork to help you strengthen up your pelvic floor muscles. Now you can access my Kegel's exercise program instantly. It's $49. The link is below in the description. And if that doesn't interest you, whatever, don't do it. It's there if you want it. Now, step number 5. This is the game changer. This is where Stuart locked in complete confidence. Before working with me as his coach, he had a bad habit where he would rush through peeing. He would get self-conscious at the urinal and he would leave too quickly. He never fully emptied, which caused frequent urges and more leakage. So I taught him the double void technique. Double void. That is when you relax before going pee, you take a big deep breath in and then you pee out normally and then you pause. Now before leaving, you're gonna pee again a second time. This second void ensures that you've fully emptied your bladder. Now, once he started using this double void method, he completely stopped the dribbling because it was in combination with everything else that we were doing. Now, the end result? His life completely changed. Stuart didn't have any more wet spots on his jeans, no more urine running down his leg, no more waking up 4 times a night to pee, just once. Total confidence. Total confidence that he's fully emptying his bladder. And he did it without any medications or surgery, just with the right strategy. Now guys, I know there are a lot of you watching right now that are really struggling and going through a really tough time. I poured water on my crotch to show you that you're not alone and there is nothing to be afraid of. Look, I've got 333,000 subscribers, and I could care less what I look like. There needs to be more of us talking about this. And if you are serious about improving your health, here's what you can do. Number 1, you go and click that subscribe button and you honor our gentleman's agreement because I have so many videos on my channel that can help you start taking action. Number 2 is you can check out my Kegel's exercise program that I just mentioned. It's the same system that helped out Stuart. The link in the description, it's $49. You download it to your phone or you print it out and you follow it every single day. And you can also sign up to my newsletter. This is where I help you get rock hard and stay leak-free by delivering you 2 emails a week directly to your inbox. This is where I send all of my good stuff that I can't necessarily share on YouTube. Now the link to sign up to my newsletter is below in the description as well. Now, if you still want more, I offer one-on-one help. These are my personalized coaching calls where we can start off with a free 15-minute call to discuss your situation to see if you would be appropriate for either my 1-hour call or my one-on-one coaching program. You can sign up for your free 15-minute call with myself using Zoom by clicking the link below. I wanted to thank you all so much for continuing to support me. Our community has just blown up over the last month, and yeah, I'm still pinching myself that this is what I get to do every day as a men's health coach and as a physiotherapist, and I just wanted to thank all of you. I think we're really starting to make a difference in the men's health space, and the more people that like the videos and watch the videos and comment on the videos, YouTube pushes this out to so many more men worldwide that need help too. Us men, we deserve to get help. I appreciate you. I thank you. If you need any help or if you have any questions, comment down below or just book in for the free call. Take me up on the offer. You're not going to find anyone else on YouTube doing that. Or don't. Doesn't matter. But anyway, regardless of your situation, keep going. I need to go change my pants. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, this is uncomfortable.